Hey everybody, let's start from the beginning. So whenever you make a project, you can do iMovie, or you can do other types of apps, or spend lots of money on things that I'd really love to have. But in this instance, and for this movie, I am going to talk about when I put together a small project that usually takes me a number of months, and well, there are a number of projects that have been scrapped in the past, but I will not go into this in this movie, but I will simply talk about a short little something that I've put together that just demonstrates the long amount of work that it goes into to put together something that's simple, frame by frame. So, let's get into this. I use iMovie and I use Sketch, the app, to be able to draw things and put things together. And usually my projects don't always get completed, but most of the time I try to get them done. And in this instance, we are going to use a character that I made, and it looks like I didn't quite complete that. So for every frame, I need to go back in and make sure that that's completed so that it all looks the same. And look at that. That was a quick little demo there. Let's see though what work I needed to do just to do that little demo. So each frame I put in, as you could tell from that fast shortcut, is in a different spot for every single frame. So for every frame in iMovie, I have to move the frame around just so that it can be in the same spot that the previous frame was in, which kind of takes a long time and the hand's not matching up, which is another bigger issue, which just has to do with how I drew it. But I will have to get back to that later and see how that looks when I finish doing everything else with some of my other frames. And see, now here I have to try and match up as best I can the picture from the previous one so that it doesn't look like the frame is moving to a different spot in between the frames. And I have to have the Ken Burns disabled because otherwise the picture will move while its fastest frame time goes in between, which does not look like anything at all but just a blur if you don't do anything to try and fix it. So here we are doing the next frame. The hand doesn't look as off. If anything, it looks a little bit bigger, which again, I am not a professional artist. I don't think I said that at the beginning. I am not a professional artist, so I cannot do things as well, but I enjoy drawing a lot. I enjoy being able to get to draw things and would love to do more types of animation if I had the time or even money to just buy different programs that probably would make this a whole heck of a lot easier than it is the way that I'm doing it right now. But I just am using what I can to work with, and using what I have to work with may be limited, but I still want to be able to make this work. So I'll go into a little bit here with characters I make. So characters I make are based off of books that I have published, and these books I have done I've only published 2 so far, but they're both on Amazon if anyone is interested in looking for them. I have the URL posted for the one book on my page. If anyone is interested in wanting to read it, that would be great. I would love some feedback on those books. But I enjoy making stories, but I also enjoy drawing and making stories with those drawings, which I find is really fun. And since I'm able to make them myself, it isn't any like a copyrighted issue or anything like that. So I enjoy being able to make characters and stories with those characters based on what I have written so far for my books. And look at that. That's how it turns out. So with that, if anyone is wanting to support any of the work I do, and I would love that if people would just even have time to watch my content or read any stories, I would greatly appreciate it. And if anyone has any comments, you can please share them below, like and subscribe to my channel if you would like to see more of my work. Thanks, everybody.